Chapter 7 in The Genius of Jesus is the genius of the true. Now, what I think is really fascinating to me is the relationship that Jesus actually teaches us about the truth and about what is true. One of the powerful journeys for me in my own journey toward faith was struggling with this question of, is there truth out there? Is there something that I can actually depend on, something that is trustworthy? And what Jesus does is he shifts our thinking about truth from looking for things that are true to learning that it's the source that matters more, that there's a genius in the truth. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He didn't simply say he had truth. He said that he was truth. And I think a lot of times we care more about being accurate, but we need to realize that truth is about accuracy, while being true is about intention. If you have all the right facts, but you're not true, you might actually manipulate the facts to deceive people and to mislead them. But if you're true, and maybe you have the wrong information or you have inadequate information, you don't have the right data, even if you come up with the wrong conclusions, you will always move toward the truth because your intentions are true. I would rather have a person who's always true than a person who's always accurate. Because as we've learned throughout history, even science is wrong. Even those who have the facts transform those facts by the intention that are interpreting those facts. Everything that we describe as truth is informed by the truth in us. I mean, we've lived over the last few years in the middle of this global pandemic and with the effect of quarantines and all the endless conversations about vaccines. And I have really educated, really intelligent friends on every side of this issue. And then I have one group of my friends saying, well, we trust in science, and that's why we believe in the vaccine and trust the vaccine. I have others who would never put the vaccine in their body, and they're treated as if they're ignorant or uneducated. And yet I have friends who are Ivy League on both sides of this issue, friends whose IQs would most likely be over 140 and be seen as basic geniuses, and they completely disagree on these issues. And so I asked myself, well, what's the problem? If the truth is out there, why is it that we can't seem to come together? It's all about intention. You see, when people say you need to trust the science, what they're actually saying is you need to trust the scientist. And so when you say trust the science, you have to realize that that's not the challenge for most people. It's, do I trust the scientist? Do I trust the source of that information? And it's true in every arena of life, not just vaccines. If you trust the source, you trust the data. If you don't trust the source, you question the data. If you trust the source, then you trust the truth, the accuracy of that truth. And then later, if that truth is discovered to be inadequate, or maybe it just lacked proper research, or the information was processed improperly, or you just were wrong, no one ever questions the intention. You may have been wrong, but they know your intention was right. People would rather trust someone whose intention is right, even if they haven't quite gotten the conclusion right, because they know that right intention will eventually lead to right observation. And what Jesus actually teaches us is that your perception of truth will change. But if you can actually become true, you will be consistent in the most important way possible. See, I may be telling you the truth to the best of my understanding, but I can actually be wrong about something, even if I think it's true. But when I'm a true person, you can know this: I will never, with intent, deceive you or manipulate you or mislead you. I would much rather have a person who's always true than a person who always thinks they know the truth. Because when you're always true, it will always guide you to the truth. But if you think you already have the truth, you may actually not even be true to yourself. There is a genius of true where you become trustworthy. So you become a source that people trust because you are true, not just your conclusions.